What's up, guys? It's your girl Tiara, but you can call me Key. I'm back with another video. This is actually my first beauty video. Sorry, I'm thirsty. Hold on a second. No. Oh my god. This is terrible. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications because obviously I have a hole in my mouth because I can't drink water properly. So tune in, continue to watch. I got a whole lot of stuff in store for you. I was going to do a tip. My tip to you guys is try not to drink when you got a hole in your mouth because obviously it's going to go straight to your shirt. Alright, let's get into this video. Lego! Alright guys, so we're back with this video. I'm going to go ahead and start off with my Vaseline. It's not very good, so I don't recommend getting it, but since I bought it from Walgreens, I'm going to have to use it. This is my ABH Ebony pomade. It's in the color Ebony, and then I'm going to use that with my crayon case eyebrow pencil, eyebrow brush. So the idea is to fill in your brows and brush them so that they can become an ombre effect where it's lighter in the front and darker in the back. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. And now you guys see me concealing the under part of my eyebrow just so that I can have that crispy, good looking eyebrow that everybody wants, that not everybody can have naturally. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend it down so that it's not going to be all built up and chunky underneath my eyebrow. The brush that I'm using is from e.l.f. It's their concealer brush, which is super easy to find. It's about $3 to $6 depending on where you go. And I'm just going to start to put the concealer on my entire eye so that I get ready for my eyeshadow. The concealer that I'm using is Nars, their Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and it's in the color Hazelnut, medium dark 4. Now, y'all know I did not come to play. I'm using my James Charles Morphe palette. I was thankful enough to get the palette. I'm just going to go ahead and dive right into it. I am not sure why I kept that plastic thing on it, but let's get rid of that because that's a hassle. And we're going to dive into the color Punch Me, and it's a lighter brown. I'm just going to use that to set the top of my shadow so that it blends out. I really wish I had the name of the brush that I use, but I got it from TJ Maxx. And the brand is Max Studios, and I believe it's just their eyeshadow brush that came in a pack. I'm not sure because it's rubbed off because I've been using it too much. So, I'm going to go ahead and dive into No Beans. That is one of the bigger shades that they have, and I'm going to put that into my crease. The way I put things into my crease, I start to realize that it doesn't work. So don't spread it around, just kind of pack it into your crease and then spread it. So I'm going to go ahead and use 10% off. And No Beans. I'm going to pack the 10% off on top of No Beans. And, what just happened? I just skipped like 4 different steps. So, alright, cool. Right there, I'm using Benny because obviously I skip around. packing shadows into my crease. That small brush I was using was the M321, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with my MAC Studios brush, and also blend it out with my Morphe 505. So this is me attempting to show you guys my Nars Matte Complete Concealer. That's the concealer that I use on my face, I use on my eyes, and I use on my eyebrows, under my eyebrows. The brush that I used was the M421 from Morphe, and I started off by just doing the bottom, and then I eventually cut that crease, because girl, you know, when you get to cutting, you get to cutting good. So the idea of cutting creases is you want to go a little bit over your crease line just to make sure that it's defined. If you just did it right on that line, you really wouldn't see anything. So I go a little bit over my crease line, but that also is my line to help me define when I do my design. So I'm going to go ahead and go into 10% off. I'm going to use a brush that I got from Amazon for Christmas. It's Zoria Shader 810, and I kind of just compact that in. The brush is a compact brush, so you just compact that in. You want to leave a little space in between the top of your lid where you cut your crease and where your actual crease is. I usually stop packing it in right at that crease to get this effect. I'm also going in with no beads now, just to compact it next to each other. You have to leave enough space to do 3 different colors. Since you did do 3 different colors up top, we're going to do 3 different colors below. And then we're going to go behind and use Ebony to go ahead and smoke that out. So I'm using Too Faced RX Hangover, and it's my favorite foundation. I've tried a couple different ones, and this is the best one that I've tried because I like my makeup very matte, and this gives me a matte base. The foundation that I'm using is Nars Longwear Radiant Longwear Foundation, and it is in the color Nambia. I'm going to go ahead and do 3 pumps and use my e.l.f. foundation brush to kind of paint it on a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and now use my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I'm going to blend all my foundation in and make sure that everything is nice and smooth. If I don't use that brush, I use my Urban Decay brush that looks just like it. It rubbed off, so I don't know the name of it, but they're both pretty good blending brushes, the airbrush finish. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Nars concealer again, and then my e.l.f. brush, and I'm going to apply it to my, I would say around my T-zones. I wouldn't say exactly my T-zones because it's under eye, and then I'll do forehead, chin, nose, and under cheekbones. before, I'm going to go ahead and use my e.l.f. blending brush to blend it out. I do use a beauty blender at times, a damp beauty blender, but this time I didn't because my beauty blender was dirty. So there's that, and this was clean. So after blending that out, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Fenty matchstick. It's in the color Espresso. Now I realized at this moment that I need to go to Sephora and buy some more, or at least go online because I was running out. I'm going to go ahead and apply what I have to my nose, my jawline, and my, I guess my cheekbones, I guess, and my forehead. So I only recommend putting it under your lip if you have like smaller lips, but my lips are full. I did that because I used to think they weren't full, but yeah, they're pretty full. I'm gonna go ahead and blend these out. Each line needs to be blended out in the opposite direction. So when I blend out my cheekbone, I blend it up. My jawbone, I blend down. And with my forehead, I blend away from my highlight. So when you're going ahead and going through with your nose, just make sure you buffer it out. You don't really need to do too much. You still want to have that chiseled look on your nose. I'm going to go ahead and go through with my crayon case eraser. And I'm going to bake my face. I love this eraser because it's little and it helps, you know, get in those deep crevices where you can't really use a beauty blender. So I'm going to go ahead and bake my face. I do keep my powder on for at least 5 minutes just so that it has that effect of baking. So I do go ahead and go through with this translucent powder to all the places where I did put highlight, just so that I can set that place and, you know, set it. I can set it. So I go ahead and set all that stuff with my nose. As you can see, I go through right around that line that has that contour so that it is a little more chiseled to my liking. So I went ahead and used a powder brush to wipe this powder off. Obviously, you guys can tell that this was not working for me, so I went and got my kabuki brush to help a little bit more. It's advised to use a denser brush to get all that powder off instead of just shifting it to other areas. But at the moment, I did not have a clean brush that's dense, so there's that. So I'm going to go in now and use my Morphe Showmance Brontrour. And I honestly probably wouldn't even need to use the Fenty anymore, but I just love my Fenty so much. I love my creams and my powders, so I'm going to use it anyway. And I'm using my MAC Studio brush. It's a denser brush that I use for my contour. So I'm going to go ahead and set my face with my setting powder from Ebony. You guys know, you know, it's the all-nighter spray. Now I was going to use my Makeup Revolution blush, but I decided I was going to go back to the James Charles palette and use the color Skip as my blush. I saw Jackie Aina do it, so guess what, baby? I'm going to do it too. So for my highlight, I'm going to go ahead and use MTF Cosmetics in the color Tiara. I can post a promo code at the bottom if you guys want it. I'm going to use my e.l.f. brush. It is my highlight brush from e.l.f. And I'm going to go ahead and apply that right on top of that blush on my cheekbone. Now, if you think that you've applied too much highlight onto your face, what I would recommend is try to blend it out with your blush brush. If that does not work, then go ahead and use your foundation brush and kind of blend it out a little bit. That's why I use my blending brush from e.l.f. because the purpose is to blend. So I'm going to go ahead and blend it out. I'm going to apply that highlight to all the areas that I've highlighted onto my face and then some. So off camera, I'm going to go ahead and apply my lashes. I use ToooChic Lashes. I'll add the link down below. And I'm going to go in with my James Charles palette and smoke out the bottom of my eye. I also use Crayon Case's black eyeliner just to do the waterline, but I couldn't do it on camera because, as you can see, I don't know how to angle my face. So for the sake of this video not being long, I did my lips kind of half off camera, half on camera, and I'm using a bunch of different kinds of lip glosses, lipsticks. So if you want a detailed video on how I do my lips, please don't hesitate to comment below and I can do a separate video on how I do my lips. Most of my lip colors are ombre, and I do use pencils, I use liquids, I use all of the above just to get the perfect ombre lip. Alright guys, that is the end of my video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on my video. Let me know what you like to see, what you want more in detail. I can do a whole bunch more. So thanks so much for watching. It's your girl, Sincerely Key Michelle. Alright, bye!